Okay, welcome back here with Happy Chappy, and this is about elements. And I'm just going to use two elements. You can use them all, but it's just I like to use these two because I've got that relationship with them. And whatever zodiac sign you are, and look at the element that it is with that zodiac sign, you'll be able to relate that into your own life. So I'm using fire and water because I've got two birth charts, which is another video. And one being Aries and one being Cancer. So Aries is fire and Cancer is water. And I like to look at myself as both of them. And when I bring them into balance, they kind of work with each other. So sometimes and out of balance, they can be disruptive. And how I'm going to show that in examples somehow. I'm going to think up something here. So with water, if you build a dam, for example, you're disrupting that flow. And before you know it, that dam's going to become so much pressure on it because there's so much pressure against the water stopping it. And that water is going to build and build and build and build up until it can't take no more. And it's either going to bust through that dam or bust its way around it and make different paths. So no matter what way you look at it, anything could be a calmness and a peace in its own flowing state. But once you disrupt it, you can't expect it to stay in the same state. So, like someone coming into your energy, if you're in that flowing state, if they're not in that same flow, then they're going to disrupt your energy. And you're going to have to bounce off it or go through it or move in some other direction to get away from it. And the same with fire. If fire is just burning in its own state, natural, obviously you have to keep it going, but burning away. But as soon as it gets caught onto something, that'll become part of the blaze. If you look at places like, I don't want to name a place because that gives a bad vibe to a place, but bushfires, for example, when something starts a fire, and it catches on to something else because of the energies or other things, it loses control and burns all down. Mind you, the only thing that can put that out is the water, which is a great combo for me, because that's how I seen my life, where it was going around blazing because it was disrupted by other people. And then that got me fiery. It lifted it up and it was coming out of here. And with the water, it's like it settles everything. I learned to throw the water on the fire so to put it out. And there'd be only that little spark of fire where it was more water. And it became balanced, where that wee spark was just a light soothing of fire. And it kept the water warm where it wasn't getting overheated or anything. And it was always enough water there to put it out if it ever got too out of hand, that heat. So that's the way I like to look at life now. But if you use the elements in your life and see how they relate to you, star signs, just look at your star sign. Everything is a relationship. Colors, numbers, elements, and you'll get a better outlook at who you are as a person and how you're related to what's around you. And it'll open up a wider perspective of who you are within and how your relationship is with everything that's around you. Anyway, this is just elements and how I view it, and love and peace to you all.